Hi, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to read for you Sheila the Brave by Kevin Henkes and published by HarperCollins. This is a book about being brave even when you might not think you can be. Sheila the Brave. Sheila wasn't afraid of anything. She wasn't afraid of the dark, she wasn't afraid of thunder and lightning, and she wasn't afraid of the big black dog at the end of the block. At dinner, Sheila made believe that the cherries in her fruit cocktail were the eyes of dead bears, and she ate 5 of them. At school, Sheila giggled when the principal walked by. And when her classmate Wendell stole her jump rope during recess, Sheila tied him up until the bell rang. "I am very brave," Sheila said, patting herself on the back. Sheila stepped on every crack in the sidewalk without fear. When her sister Louise said there was a monster in the closet, Sheila attacked it. And she rode her bicycle no-handed with her eyes closed. "Yay, yay, Sheila!" her friends yelled, clapping their hands. One day, Sheila decided to walk home from school a new way. Louise was afraid to. "You're too brave for me," Louise said. "You're always such a scaredy cat," Sheila called. "I'm not," whispered Louise. Sheila started off skipping. "I am brave," she sang. "I am fearless." She stepped on every crack. She walked backwards with her eyes closed. She growled at stray dogs and bared her teeth at stray cats. And she pretended that the trees were evil creatures. She climbed up them and broke off their fingers. Snap, snap, snap. Sheila walked and walked. She turned corners. She crossed streets. It suddenly occurred to Sheila that nothing looked familiar. Sheila heard frightening noises. They sounded worse than thunder. She thought horrible thoughts. They were worse than anything she had ever imagined. "I am brave," Sheila tried to convince herself. "I am fearless." The sounds became more frightening. The thoughts became more horrible. Sheila sat down on a rock and cried. "Help," she sniffed. She thought of her mother and her father and Louise. "Mother, father, Louise," she cried. "Here I am," a voice said. "Louise," Sheila hugged her sister. "We're lost," Sheila said. "No, we're not," said Louise. "I know the way home. Follow me." Louise stepped on every crack. She walked backwards with her eyes closed. She growled at stray dogs and bared her teeth at stray cats. And she pretended that the trees were evil creatures. She jumped up and broke their fingers off. Snap, snap, snap. Sheila walked quietly behind her. They walked and walked. They crossed streets. They turned corners. Soon their house could be seen between the trees. Sheila grabbed Louise and dashed up the street. When they reached their own yard and the gate was closed behind them, Sheila said, "Louise, you are brave. You are fearless." "We both are," said Louise, and they walked backwards into the house with their eyes closed. The end. Thanks for joining us.